is the case most nights. We've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
And this is Shai's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
From deep, Jokic. The Thunder pull it in. Skijesss with the ball. Now Porter defending. And slam dunk by Skijesss.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball four.
Dort, and he buries his first look.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Skijesss. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates. Watching SGA run this offense, he's so patient, and he reads the defense exceptionally well.
Now here's Murray. Gordon on the wing. Murray passes to Gordon. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
Yeah, Skijesss really plays at his pace, Grant.
You know, B.A., he's one of those guys that defense just can't speed up. And every move is purposeful. No wasted motion. He methodically breaks you down.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Sinks the tray.
Very effective at spacing the floor. Kentavious Caldwell Pope has gone from an average outside shooter to a dangerous one.
Skijesss passes to Williams. Outside for Skijesss. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Murray. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Pass to Gordon. Back to Murray. Porter with it. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Sweet move by Porter Jr. Getting around the contact and finding the hoop.
They need this. Outside for Skijesss. Outside Giddey. The 3-ball. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Gordon. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Aaron Gordon, Grant, growing up in the heart of Silicon Valley, San Jose.
Yeah, Aaron, using that to his advantage, involved with some apps. Now, we've seen a lot of players getting into the tech world. Great to see guys like Gordon branching out into business.
And, you know, I like that Gordon is a versatile guy who can play both forward spots. He's a terrific athlete who continues to improve.
Porter's shot is off. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Williams passes to Dort. Here's Skijesss. And slam dunk by Skijesss.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Now here's Williams. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's Giddey missing. Denver in the lead. Inside. And Gordon with the big finish.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player. It's Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Holmgren. And the layup is good.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Denver has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Nice move. Oh, it's blocked by Skijesss. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball.
Denver ball.
Outside Porter. To the middle. Jokic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Lou Dort picks one up.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is.
More history made by Nikola Jokic. becoming the first player to amass 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 500 assists in a single season.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points.
I think it's important that Caldwell Pope makes these shots, showing real toughness, converting through contact.
And slam dunk by Skijesss Alexander.
The B.I.G, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Left side Williams. Wide open look. And the shot goes down.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Here's Jokic. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Too big, too skilled. Jokic just methodically breaks you down. He's a very unique player.
And Jokic drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Williams from long range. And that's not going to go. The first quarter all wrapped up. And it's been an exciting game. So
And please give a big round of applause for your partner, Youth Dance Team.
and getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Nuggets here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
They've got Josh Giddey. He's out there with Skijesss Alexander. Lugens Dort out there with Holmgren. And it's Williams in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And Gordon with the big finish.
Gordon's eyebrows go up when he sees an opportunity to drop the hammer. This guy is a phenomenal athlete who throws it down with some major force.
Now here's Giddey. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Williams passes to Dort, and the shot goes in.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Whenever you talk about teams battling injuries, the Denver Nuggets really come to the top of the list. It's really prevented them, the injuries they've had, to keep players from reaching their full potential. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Dort, counted. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Running the show, Skijesss Alexander is talented as a passer.
Murray passes to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Well, if the Nuggets could just get healthy, they could be a real problem, Clark. Maybe even a title contender.
You know, B.A., a couple of seasons ago when they were healthy, they showed what the potential could be in Denver. I mean, they were a scary team, but it's been disappointing recently to see Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. go down with different injuries, and that's had a significant impact on this team. Hopefully, we will get to see this squad at full strength, because if we do, I think that will be a lot of fun for all basketball fans.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
So quick on these drives, as quick as a hiccup. Can't let him, Caldwell Pope, get into the lane like this.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Thunder able to keep possession. The Thunder have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Williams passes to Dort.
And I like that defense from Gordon. He's a guy that makes you uncomfortable if he's guarding.
Murray against Skijesss Alexander. To the inside. Outside for Porter. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Skijesss Alexander, one of the deadliest drivers in the league. Coach Nick Nurse of the Raptors said, quote, his first step is unbelievable. It's hard for anybody to keep him in front of him, and once he blows by you, he can slow down, he can sidestep. He's got a lot of things going. Brian?
Well, it's fun to watch, Allie. Thanks for that. Last season, we saw a lot of teams bring a renewed focus to their defensive efforts. Clark, you think it paid off?
I think it did. I mean, scoring was down across the league, B.A. So that clearly indicates defense took a step forward. And, you know, great defense for championship teams has always been central and key. So I don't think it's an exception. I think that's the rule now. Defense wins.
Now here's Jokic. Oh, they get a hand on it. Dort with a steal.
Defensively, you always want to keep vision on the ball. Nice job tracking and coming away with it.
From deep, Giddey. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Yeah, and despite being the youngest team in the league, the Thunder have been solid defensively the last couple of years. A great sign going forward for this franchise.
And looking at this Oklahoma City roster, what makes them so good on D?
Well, they have loads of length. The Thunder have made a point to draft players with huge wingspans, making things difficult for opponents scoring-wise.
Now here's Gordon.
City foul. Second personal foul. 13 foul.
There's a minute 47 left in the first half. Porter finds Gordon. Jokic with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. And Jokic throws it down.
At almost 7 feet tall now, Jokic can definitely throw it down. And he's happy to remind defenses that he can do so.
And Williams punches it home.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh?
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Here's Caldwell Pope. He has 7. Pass to Jokic. The Nuggets need to get one up. Here's Murray. They get it again. It's tipped. Oklahoma City trailing. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. It's Giddey on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Pass to Holmgren. Three-pointer. That one no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 11. And Jokic throws it down.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
The kick out to Williams. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. The putback. He's off on that one. The Nuggets have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Here's Jokic. He shoots again. And the dunk by Jokic.
Look, this package that Jokic has, instinct, length, timing, you don't have to jump really high if you've got those things working for you to be effective as a rebounder. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
And so we wrap up the first half. Allie, as always, thank you.
25. The Nuggets, 35.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Michael Malone. Thomas Bryant out there with Jeff Green. Then it's Bruce Brown. Then it's Jackson.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And it's hammered home by Green.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Here's Jackson. The Thunder making their last shot. Outside for Green. Back to Jackson. Pass to Green. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Jeff Green entered the NBA in 2008 as a small forward, Clark.
Yeah, and you know, as the game has changed, B.A., so has Green's position. You know, he mostly played the 4, sometimes he's a 5, but really what makes him valuable is his versatility, his toughness, and that's allowed him to have a long career, and he knows how to battle bigger guys and help his team.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. The Thunder making their last shot. Outside, Brown fires for 3. The Nuggets with another miss. The Thunder have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Robinson Earl. Wiggins outside. It's picked off. Down low. Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. It's Brown on the wing. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Pass to Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Joe, stolen by Bryant. And it's hammered home by Green.
Boy, you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Williams with it. Pulls it. It's Wiggins on the wing. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Thomas Bryant. First one falls for him.
And guys, over the last several years, Denver's been top 10 in offensive rating. Now, they played a slower pace, but made the most of their possessions.
Up top, Jackson. .146 left in the third quarter. Misses from short range. Boy, this Denver team, great offensively over the last couple of seasons. How so?
Well, B.A., they execute in the half courts. That's pretty simple. I mean, so difficult to do against NBA defenses. Now, normally they have multiple ball handlers on the floor, guys who can make quick decisions. And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Here's Brown, following the bucket by the Thunder. Kicks it out to Jackson. Jackson on the wing. No one near him. And the shot goes. Jackson's got 6.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Oklahoma City foul. Isaiah Joe. First personal foul.
50 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Now here's Brown. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Here's Joe, defended by Brown. Pass to Robinson Earl. The kick out to Williams. Into the lane, and Williams punches it home.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Buries it from 3.
This is Jackson's game. He's looking to take these shots whenever he gets the opportunity.
Pass to man. Here's Joe. The 3. Drains the triple. Give him 8 points now.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so it's Denver.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Thunder Houston.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
All right, time now to present our New Balance player of the game, Aaron Gordon.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
I'll tell you, this is the kind of game you love to have from your role players. Putting up big numbers, filling in the gaps, and supporting your squad out on the road. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Dagnall had some words for his team over the last break. He focused on perimeter play at both ends. On D, he wants to prevent open looks from deep. And at their own end, he thinks they can create better shots with better ball movement. We'll see if he gets his wish. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Back to Jokic. And that one hits the back iron.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Dort for three. Oh, and he powers it home.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanted to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Yep, count it.
He's got a well-rounded game. Murray can score from just about anywhere. And the more points he gets inside, the more space he gets outside.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Murray. And it's Oklahoma City scoring again.
What a move that time. Crossed up the whole building on that play.
Murray passes to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Hey, it's pretty simple. When Gordon is connecting like he is now, I mean, you got to keep getting the ball to him. He often takes high-quality shots.
Pass to Holmgren. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Porter. Williams grabs the board.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Holmgren, defended by Murray. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is a fella who can fill it up. When Gilgeous-Alexander gets rolling, it throws the opponent's defensive plan into disarray.
Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Off target with the three.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Here's Jokic. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And Jokic throws it down.
The size mismatch makes that a high percentage look.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and a nice finish on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Yeah, Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter, someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Pass to Jokic. They kick it out to Murray. 5 on the clock. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Boy, Murray is a better athlete than he looks. He's actually terrific as an athlete. You have to love seeing him use that momentum to bounce up and throw it down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Jokic with a screen on Dort. Porter the pass to Jokic. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Outside Murray. Back to Gordon. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Great D that time from Jokic. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
Here's Oklahoma City now, trailing by 10. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. And it's Denver with a rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Gordon finds Porter. Gordon down low. And Gordon with the big finish.
That's amazing play down in the big boy area, powering that thing down on a much taller defender. Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Holmgren in at the 5 down low. And on the floor tonight, a collection of some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group.
To the middle, and the dunk by Holmgren.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is unselfish, and he's got excellent passing skills. Pretty play there.
Towns, a screen on Giddey. Edwards, that's good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
Well, you have got to be impressed with Josh Giddey's awareness of where his teammates are at all times.
Edwards looking it over. Towns for 3, connects from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Towns, a screen on Giddey. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Edwards passes to Gobert. Edwards against Giddey. 4 on the shot clock. From 11 feet away.
Well, the ability to be disruptive with your length. Josh Giddey digging down defensively.
There's the lob to Towns. That shot off.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
And finished off by Gobert.
If he's that close to the cup, Rudy Gobert knows how to finish.
Now the pass to Giddey. And then jammed down as he goes right over Anthony Edwards.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
One of your keys defensively is do your work early and push him out of his comfort zone.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played.
It used to be a smart play to foul Rudy Gobert because he struggled from the free throw line. This guy's so much better now.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort. And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Edwards dishes to Towns. To the left side wing. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Thunder with the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams.
2 minutes.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder another 3.
That's the long-range damage that this coaching staff wants Shai Gilgeous-Alexander searching for. Nicely done.
Here's Edwards with the power on that throw-down.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Holmgren kicks to Giddey. This team is credited Giddey's background for shaping him as a player.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ. Wise beyond his years, Giddey has a great feel for the game and terrific court vision.
Well, the other thing you love, Greg, is the size he gives you out of the backcourt. Obviously, he needs to improve his consistency from range, but he's got all the tools you must have if you're going to be an all-star in the NBA.
And Giddey gets it to go. Giddy's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Thunder.
Well, the pull-up jump shot of Josh Giddey is going to be hard to guard, folks. 6'8" and really long.
Taken away by Williams. Now, here's Skijesss Alexander. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Lets it go with the three. And the Thunder, another three.
To me, it's the ability to facilitate that enhances Josh Giddey as a scorer. You've got to play him for both, and right now he's cooking the defense.
Edwards finds Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, and he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
We could feel that one all the way over here. Pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Here's Giddey. Williams passes to Giddey. Back to Williams. Inside. Stolen by McDaniels. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And so it's Josh Giddey making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Thunder, you dance.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Williams is out there with Holmgren. Then there's Skijesss Alexander. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Got a hand on it.
My goodness, Josh Giddey using every bit of that frame to send that one back.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Thunder are trying to build something that will last. The front office says you stick to your principles, your values, and you think long term. We're focused on building a sustainably great team. We continue to be forward-facing in that respect. Kevin, back to you.
It's a good philosophy, and they're not looking for any shortcuts, which is admirable. David, thanks.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Giddey, no good. Timberwolves trail by 5.
And this Thunder team in desperate need of a veteran. Someone on their way out that can still be productive and provide some leadership for the young guy.
Now Gobert after the missed three from Karl Anthony Towns. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. Towns has got 9.
One thing you have to respect is how efficient and consistent Cat is on the interior. This guy understands where his advantages lie.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So now, how does Oklahoma City, Greg, get back into the mix in the Western Conference?
Kevin, it's going to be tough. Just so much inexperience on the roster right now. Keeping the core here, yeah, but experienced players to fill out that roster.
Gobert, no good. The Thunder leading by 3. Skijesss Alexander finds Dort. Outside Williams. Sinks the triple. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, great decision from Dort. If your teammate is open, get him the basketball. Nicely done.
Outside, Towns. Out to Edwards. Timeout called. First of the game for Minnesota. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big game. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Skijesss Alexander against Conley. Towns sets the pick for Conley. Driving to the basket. Just 4 to shoot. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Towns.
What a sweet shooting big man is Karl Anthony Towns. At 6'11", always ready to rise and fire off the catch. Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Giddey against Edwards. Passes it to Towns. Out to Conley. Minnesota calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. It's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Leading by 5.
Listen, he's going to get stronger, but you talk about guile and the willingness to battle down low. Josh Giddey is more than up to the task.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots in the game right here.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
Now here's Edwards. 6 points for him. Gobert dishes to Conley. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Well, the team leans into his ability to carry the offense, and right now, Karl Anthony Towns is a problem for the defense.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
1:35 left to play in the first half. Giddey kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander.
How fast off his feet is Gilgeous-Alexander. What a dunk.
Outside Edwards. And stolen by Williams. And now a fast break for the Thunder.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Outside Towns. Here's Edwards into the lane. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line.
Well, Anthony Edwards has got a well-rounded offensive game. He can put it on the deck and draw contact. Shows you right there.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Thunder leading by 8. Giddey the pass to Williams. Here's Holmgren. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Giddey the pass to Holmgren. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Dort with the ball. Working on McDaniels.
Wow, Dort showing off that incredible strength as he takes it right to the rack for a slam.
Outside Edwards. He takes it in. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Minnesota, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
Anthony Edwards is one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks, the upside is there.
Thanks, David. And we'll...
38, the Timberwolves, 26.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You have to like what you're seeing, guys, from Josh Giddey.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Naz Reid out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Taurean Prince. And it's Noel in a point guard. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor, and he's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both amazing passes. David, thank you. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction. Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Prince outside. Pass to Noel. The kick out to Anderson. 5 to shoot. Launches it. Noel, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 14. Robinson Earl, good.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Here's Noel. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. From downtown. Rebound by Williams. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Stolen by Anderson. Prince outside. The pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Prince. Shoots. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
It's intercepted. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. Here's Alexander Walker. And stolen by Wiggins. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Down low. Williams shot is off.
I think when you begin talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder, the first name you have to bring up, obviously, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's a guy who can lead an organization both with his skill set and his leadership abilities.
He can, and for the Thunderbirds, they're so excited about SGA being the face of their team.
Well, the commitment they made tells you all you need to know. He signed through the year 2027, meaning he's here for the long haul, and he has a great attitude about it. They have told him you are a cornerstone here in Oklahoma City.
Here's Joe. Comes up empty down low. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
Here's Alexander Walker. Count it, good. Alexander Walker's got his first bucket in this one.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Wiggins kicks to Williams. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 1:06 left in the third quarter. Alexander Walker passes to Anderson. Good work there as it goes.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Here's Mann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Drills it from outside.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Prince outside. Right wing. Anderson outside. Back to Prince. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Basket counts. Prince has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, you know Prince is going to be aggressive. So if you're not going to make a commitment to stop him, he's going to make high percentage shots like that one.
Williams, that's good.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
Prince outside. Anderson outside. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Skijesss against Edwards. Holmgren in the corner. Shoots the 3. And a great assist by Skijesss as that one goes in. Skijesss got his 5th assist in this one. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Here's Williams. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And give him credit.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Josh Giddey. Lou Dort out there with Williams. Then there's Skijesss. And it's Holmgren in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
This guy makes easy work getting through the lane. No one getting in Lou Dort's way on that one. Smart decision.
Edwards inside. Giddey defending. To the paint. It's stolen by Dort. The feed to Holmgren. And it's Dort off the drive.
Boy, you've got to have a tight handle to make that kind of move. Lou Dort, show off.
And the Timberwolves call time. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Josh Giddey.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. Holmgren kicks to Skijesss. Williams. Oklahoma City moving it around. With a step back. Dort misses.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Feeds it to Towns, and the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Skijesss passes to Holmgren. And there's the drive, and the dunk by Holmgren.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Skijesss with the steal. Holmgren with it. Now defended by Gobert. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Oklahoma City.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
It's stolen by Edwards. Minnesota again turning it over. Giddey against Conley. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Dort finds Skijesss. Bangs home the trifecta.
Their ability, again, to stretch stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
It's deflected. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Just 3 to shoot. Edwards passes to Gobert. Ball's knocked loose.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
From deep three-point range, Skijesss can't get it to go. Here's Edwards, out to Conley. Outside, Towns. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Dort. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
And they recover it. Holmgren kicks to Giddey. Over Conley. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Oklahoma City.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Chet Holmgren.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Out to Conley. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. And so he hits the technical free throw.
What a promising future for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's long, he's athletic, he can play the 1 and the 2, and perhaps the most important thing is everyone raves about his character and his coachability.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting.
with the Joker in the middle. And it's Murray in at the point.
Now look at this Denver team, and you just expect them to be good for a long time. Obviously, MVP and Jokic, but their best players, all young, signed the long-term deals. They should be able to compete.
Now here's Murray. Out to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Yeah, great job by the Nuggets putting together this core. They're set up for success for a while, Brent.
Well, we saw that potential B.A. come out in the bubble, getting to the conference finals, and now it's about getting key players back to health and at full capacity. And if they do that, I expect them to make the noise that the Western Conference wants to avoid.
Back to Caldwell Pope. Jokic with a screen on Edwards. Back to Jokic. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And stolen by Jokic. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Jokic with a screen on Conley. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. And Conley grabs the miss. Porter against Edwards. And here's McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Inside. Just 5 to shoot. Towns for 3. The rebound by Murray.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. So much NBA talent like Jamal Murray out of Canada, specifically the province of Ontario.
Yeah, very true. And I think that's because guys like Murray, born in the late 90s, they grew up with the NBA in Toronto. And Jamal and others have been inspired by the Raptors.
Gordon with it. He's picked up by Conley. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Jokic with a screen on Conley. Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Well, there's a little bit of Murray's handle on display. The D looked totally confused as to what to do there.
And Minnesota calls time here. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Outside Conley. Edwards a screen on Murray. Conley passes to Towns. Back to Conley. Outside McDaniels.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach. They put 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Shot clock at 6. Edwards can't hit. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. To the middle. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. After the Nuggets picked up a basket just a moment ago. Here's Caldwell Pope. Flushes it down to finish the break.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contribution.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can. Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Yep, that one's good.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
The drive by Murray, and it's Murray finishing it off.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Now here's Gobert, looking for his first basket still in this one. It's Edwards on the wing, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gordon.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
And he lobs it up. Murray finds Gordon. Going inside, and Gordon with the big finish.
Aaron Gordon with the nasty dunk.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Edwards. Good work defensively by Gordon.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Yep, that one goes. Murray's got 8.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets. A side. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Nuggets, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
On the front foot, really right off the tip. They've been ruthless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. Gobert against Jokic. Outside for Porter. Now a timeout called by Denver.
You think about some of the great young centers in this league, but when it comes to making everyone around him better, Jokic is the man.
Murray against Conley. Clock at 6. Gordon outside. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
And teammates more and more looking for plays from Murray like that.
If you could pick any center in the league to start a team with, Brent, is Jokic your guy?
Man, between him and Embiid, we're talking about 2 different styles here, BA, but I love the passing and I love the positive impact that Jokic makes on the entire 5 that are on the floor, including himself. So Jokic is the guy.
And he lobs it up top. Stole it away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. It's McDaniels on the wing. Outside Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Defended by Murray. Conley passes to Towns. It's not going to go for him.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Outside Conley. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Jokic, no good.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Wow, when we talk home court advantage, you think the Nuggets have the best in the NBA?
I think so, BA, and it has to do with geography. Denver is at altitude, and that's hard on your body, trust me, I know. And they're isolated from the rest of the league, so it always is a long trip out there as well.
And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game,
Taking 2 shots.
previous players under this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Indeed. Thanks for that, Allie.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Murray with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Jokic, and stolen by Edwards. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, just a solid passer. Towns relishes his role as leader of this team, wanting to set up his teammates.
Now here's Edwards. Defense right on him. McDaniels passes to Conley. 1:02 left in the half. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Pass to Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
Good job reading the floor. Aaron Gordon's solid at sensing when someone's open.
Outside Edwards. And he's going for the lob. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And maybe one of the best at the alley-oop. Gobert is great at reading the D and getting eye contact with the passer and finish.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding, rising up off the ground. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
36 seconds left in the second. Outside Murray. The shake. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
There are signs from Jamal Murray that we have seen as one of those fearless players.
Jamal Murray, 2 shots.
And Murray drops them both. Here's Edwards. Give him 8. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Towns a screen on Murray. Pass to Towns. Knocked away. And the ball out of play. The Nuggets will have it.
Denver basketball.
.16 seconds left in the second period. Oh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Minnesota ball. Substitution on the court.
.11 seconds left to play in the first half. Right side Anderson. Pass to Prince. He got it off in time. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall. All right, good stuff, Allie.
Your Nuggets, 30. Timberwolves, 20.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Thomas Bryant out there with Green. Then it's Bruce Brown. Then it's Jackson. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Jackson left side. On the wing, Green. Back to Jackson. Brent at the center position. It does feel like we're seeing a re-emergence of the big man, the traditional five.
Yeah, B.A., I think it comes down to whether or not you have one or not. I mean, there are teams that just don't have the bruising big that can go down into the post and dominate possessions to slow things down and get to the paint. Other teams are electing to want to play faster and with more skill. So it comes down to how a team wants to set their roster up as to whether or not the traditional five is part of your action.
And that one's good. Prince has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he's getting bodied up, but Taurean Prince has a pretty decent body himself, so not minding it one bit.
Here's Jackson. And again, it's Denver converting. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Here's Noel. That three's off the mark.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Let's get up and get loud and welcome to
For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
6 on the shot clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Jackson outside. Here he goes. Pass to Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
A really good job by Reggie Jackson just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Anderson with a screen on Brown. Oh, it's stolen away. Jackson on the wing. To the inside. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And Minnesota calls time here. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Reed to screen on Jackson. Down low. Reed can't hit.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Here's Prince. Back to Reed.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Excellent D there from Bryant. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Here's Brown. And he makes it on the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 14.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Prince. Edwards, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Conley subbed in for Noel.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there. Pass to Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Towns has got 6.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
And then Bryant with the dunk.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected, bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
The shot by Towns, no good.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's the screen by Bryant. Brown passes to Bryant, and then Bryant with the dunk.
And Bryant just attacking the rim with a strong finish inside.
And Minnesota calls time here. And the Nuggets going with a whole new group out there. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Prince. Edwards, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Conley subbed in for Noel. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Caldwell Pope's gotten his second bucket.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
6 to shoot. Here's Conley. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Nikola Jokic.
They're one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Towns against Murray. And here's Jokic outside. Towns with a rebound. Up ahead. And so it's the Denver Nuggets in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. Left side, Edwards. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Well, that screen wasn't quite as effective as it could be. However, they find a way to get it done. Credit the shooter for overcoming that aggressive defense.
Jokic gets the bucket.
Jokic's decision-making is absolutely elite. Taking that catch and shoot that time.
Here's Edwards. Gobert. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Jokic with a screen on Edwards. To the paint. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic is a hard worker. That time, a terrific job of rolling into the open space after he set the screen.
Towns on a screen. Edwards. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nuggets.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
And you want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Here's Caldwell Pope, guarded by Edwards. Here's Gordon, and Gordon with the big finish.
Aaron Gordon is one springy dude. When he gets the ball down low, it's hard to stop him.
Outside Edwards. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Murray against Conley. Murray passes to Jokic. This one for 3. And he can't get that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Now Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Towns for 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. For Denver, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. The drive by Murray. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
Picked by Gobert. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Here's Caldwell Pope. No good from outside. For Minnesota, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Edwards with it. Now Porter defending. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. Second team.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in late.
Jokic with a screen on Conley. Pass to Jokic. Takes it inside. And the dunk by Jokic.
It really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead, but time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
McDaniels against Jokic. Here's Porter. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Nuggets.
Seemed like the sheer volume of 3-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jamal Murray.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose. Their focus has been terrific. They really put on a clinic here today.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Edwards. And it's Denver with a rebound. Here's Gordon with the drive. And he's going to the line for 2. The officials saw maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
Aaron Gordon at the line for 2.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after.
The previous play is under review.
There's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 19.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
It's so nice to see Towns use his high basketball IQ to dominate in pick and roll. It seems like he always makes the right read in that situation.
So no problem for Denver as they get the win. We saw 2 different teams.
everyone. Thanks for... And let's start off with the report from our very own David Aldridge. David, take it away. It'll be the Thunder off the tip. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. We've got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Lou Dort out there with Williams. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Giddy in at the shooting guard position.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Now here's Holmgren. Here's Dort. Plays it up off the glass. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Jokic doing a really good job that time, concentrating and maintaining his balance despite being fouled.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And back in 2021, Nikola Jokic became the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP. The 41st pick of the draft, the first second-round pick to win the award.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. Murray, the pass to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
At almost 7 feet tall now, Jokic can definitely throw it down. He's happy to remind defenses that he can do so.
And from second rounder to MVP, Greg, Nikola Jokic. What a story.
Amazing, Kevin. And, you know, one thing the Joker did to transform his game, dedicate himself to his conditioning. Jokic is in much better shape now than when he first entered the league.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Outside for Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Boy, the defense has to respect Murray's range. I mean, there's a reason he's a volume three-point shooter.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Here's Giddy. Porter with the steal. Here's Gordon. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Murray, and he drives in, and it's Murray with the jam.
I think when you're guarding Murray, you're always worried about his jump shot, but he's also deadly off the bounce, so pick your poison.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Clark, how about the Nuggets? This core has really delivered.
Yeah, I like the young nucleus there, Kevin, led by the Joker, Nikola Jokic. I mean, one of the best in the West. I think they've built a perennial contender, definitely back on the map and in the thick of things. You got to get Porter Jr. and Murray healthy.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
2 minutes remaining.
Dort kicks to Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. From past the arc. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points in the game.
A confident shooter from deep. When you give Gilgeous-Alexander space to pull the trigger, he's not going to hesitate.
And it's Murray with the jam.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Murray kicks to Gordon. 1:12 left in the first quarter of the game. Clock at 6. And that's a foul called on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
1:07 left in the first quarter. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look, and the three off target.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Murray. The shot, no good. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Skijesss Alexander finds Giddey. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Now here's Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
How's that for a show? Dort looking like he wants to be in the dunk contest with slams like that.
And Skijesss Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 3-point lead.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Skijesss Alexander outside.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Murray outside. Puts the move on. There's the drive. Misses the layup. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Thunder out in front.
Please give a big round of applause for the Junior.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Thunder.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Out on the perimeter, it's Caldwell Pope and Porter Jr. Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Murray outside. Porter in the corner. They get it again. That's tipped. Gordon kicks to Porter. Back to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical to sky up for the board.
Greg, looking at the shooting numbers of Michael Porter Jr., they're off the charts.
I mean, his first full year in the league, Porter Jr. was top 20 in field goal percentage, top 10 in three-point percentage. Incredible numbers for a 6'10 wing.
He hits the second from the line. And Greg Anthony for Skijesss Alexander. Part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length in the backcourt.
Yeah, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He can see over the top of the defense. He helps you on the glass, and he can switch onto front court players defensively. That's what teams are looking for nowadays. And after spending his first 7 years in Orlando, Aaron Gordon traded in 2021. Don't imagine a team out of the playoffs to a team chasing a title. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And with Aaron Gordon leaving Orlando, Greg, how'd you think that deal worked out for him?
Kevin, I think the change of scenery was great for Gordon, taking on more of a complimentary role and getting more big game experience.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Skijesss Alexander with the steal. The Thunder have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
It's Skijesss Alexander with the drive. Holmgren. Skijesss Alexander. It's good on the putback. Skijesss Alexander's got the lead up to 3 now for the Thunder.
And have yourself a night, Shay. We know he can dish it, but when he needs to, SGA can just take over offensively.
Off the run.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Jokic with it. He has 5. Shot clock at 6. Caldwell Pope finds Jokic. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past. A few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Williams, a screen on Murray. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Nuggets trail. The pass to Jokic. In the corner, Murray with it. A 3-ball. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Good. And a nice assist from Porter. Jokic has got 8.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go. Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
And such a young, exciting core for the Nuggets. The MVP, Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., and Jamal Murray. This group has a chance to be a contender for years to come.
Murray kicks to Gordon. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And 1 on Holmgren.
Really a fantastic job by Gordon to bury himself down there, giving the defense really no other choice than to foul him.
The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And good on the 2nd, so he makes them both. There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. And stolen by Murray. Gordon, the pass to Murray. At the elbow, Jokic. Caldwell Pope outside. Going inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
So quick on these drives. As quick as a hiccup. Can't let him, Caldwell Pope, get into the lane like this.
Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Murray. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Just 4 seconds left in the first half. And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen. All right, David, thank you. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. We've got Williams, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward position. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, you know, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize. You Gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Braun, he takes it in, up and in on the way. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
I tell you what, he looks fresh coming out of halftime, if that possession's any indication.
And the defense, to me, looks a little stale, like week-old bread. I mean, they made that way too easy for them. They need to get back into the flow here.
On the wing, Brown. No points in the game yet for him. And Bryant slams it in.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Here's Mann, passes it to Joe. Wiggins outside. Here's Joe. No good, unable to end this run.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Brown dishes to Bryant. Jackson has the open look. Off target with his 3. Thunder trailing by 11. Wiggins passes to Joe. Pulls it up. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Jackson down low.
And we all know how.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the
previous play.
Different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Williams looking around, driving to the basket. Here's Joe. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And Green gets it to go.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It's a jump ball.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Brown's got his first points of the game.
Well, it was going back and forth for a bit, but now they're certainly looking like the better team.
Here's Mann, banked in off the glass.
And with those points, he's able to stop a 15-0 run by the Nuggets.
Outside Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
To the inside. Here's Mann, back to Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Thunder have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
Shooting for Oklahoma City.
And Williams drops them both. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. There's a screen by Bryant. And that's going to be a travel.
Oklahoma City ball.
Thunder trailing by 15. Pass to Robinson Earl. Here's Mann. There's the triple. Knocks down the 3-ball. Mann's got 5 points now this quarter.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Green kicks to Bryant. Bryant with a screen for Brown. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Wiggins, and he converts the layup.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson passes to Green. Wiggins with some nice D. Thunder trailing by 10.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here. And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
It's Jackson with the drive, and Jackson throws it down hard.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drive to the rack.
And so it's Denver with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. Murray and Caldwell Pope the guards. And it's Porter in at the 3. That's the group on the 4 for Denver. Holmgren the pass to Williams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Williams a screen on Caldwell Pope. Giddey no good.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Gordon kicks to Jokic. Caldwell Pope against Giddey. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, you got to be careful how you defend Caldwell Pope because he's got great speed and he knows how to use it to draw contact.
Continuous Caldwell Pope at the line for 2.
Good on the second free throw. And here's Skijesss Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. They trail by 9 points. Dort kicks to Skijesss Alexander. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Porter. Jokic a screen. To the wing on the left. To the paint. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second.
That one on Skijesss Alexander.
Jokic has a nice shot fake and did a good job that time getting the defenders up in the air and drawing the foul.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Dort finds Giddey. Now Holmgren feeds away. They get it back. Outside, Skijesss Alexander for the 3. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
3 points.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Dort with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. And a wide open look for Skijesss Alexander. And the Thunder another 3.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Just 5 on the clock. Deep 2 from Murray. The Nuggets with a new 14. Second chance shot. Jokic, no good. Thunder trailing by 5. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points in the quarter.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. And then Gordon with the double.
Fantastic execution in a tight spot. Gordon capitalizing in the big moment for his team.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from deep. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic just got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Aldwell Pope finds Porter. Outside Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer is right on target. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 26.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
Outside Gordon. Takes it inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. Defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
Williams a screen on Murray. Williams can't hit. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
And another miss by Denver.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just...
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult previous plays, it can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being...
After review, the ruling stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on. And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
16 seconds left in the game. Williams a screen on Murray. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. No good from three-point territory. And an intentional foul right there.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And Porter doesn't make a ton of trips to the line, but he's a steady shooter. Time here to capitalize.
Williams a screen on Murray. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The three won't fall. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 15 foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the 1.
The Oklahoma City Thunder, clearly an organization focused on the future, look no further than the median age of their roster, one of the youngest teams in the league.
Edwards against Giddey. It's Dort on the wing. Pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Now here's Edwards. Towns double team. Edwards with it. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
That's a case where Rudy Gobert is outworking the defense, keeping the play alive and finishing strong.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Giddey. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. Right, so having a young team like the Thunder must have its advantages and disadvantages, huh, Doris?
Unequivocally, the upside your guys have brings energy, potential, and obviously their lack of experience can hurt when you take on more veteran teams. But the key for this organization is player development. Can you build habits, can you build culture, and can you build a winner?
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Now here's Towns, and Minnesota calls time here.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
How about the First Avenue Breakers? Give it up for them.
Here's Towns. And he banks in the layup. Towns has got his second basket on the night.
This is what you get when you combine size and touch. Karl Anthony Towns in the paint, that's good. He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there. That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there. Boy, when the conversation turns to the young stars in the NBA, I think it's hard to leave Shai Gilgeous-Alexander off this list. This is a 6'6" point guard who can do it all.
Here's Holmgren. Banked it in off the glass.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Edwards a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley passes to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, he was unstoppable to end the 2021-22 season.
He was, B.A., because before being shut down with that ankle injury, consider this. Shai averaged over 30 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds over a 13-game span. And that was with shooting splits of 54% and 39% from 3. That's very impressive.
Timeout called, the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander against Edwards. Minnesota with a rebound.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Pass to Towns. Gobert with it. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
It used to be a smart play to foul Rudy Gobert because he struggled from the free throw line. This guy's so much better now. Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
Williams. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Edwards can't hit. Endorsed with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And B.A., at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Thunder with a lead. Dort, the pass to Giddey. The 3. Here's Holmgren. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Now here's Edwards. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the 3-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
Edwards with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Pass to Holmgren. The kick out to Williams. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Give a round of applause to your Timberwolves.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. Clock at 4. Dort for 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Outside Edwards. Here's Gobert. He got it up. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Thunder leading by.
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Downs plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Here's Giddey. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. And Gobert with a block.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
And here's Edwards outside. That one is off. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
How fast off his feet is Gilgeous-Alexander. What a dunk.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Edwards, here we go. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Fade away. And Holmgren with the basket on the assist from Giddey. Holmgren's got 6.
Just finding the open man and making sure it's on time and on target. This is who Josh Giddey is.
It's Edwards on the wing. Giddey defends. Gobert with the bucket.
That pass was about the location. Puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Giddey on the wing. Pass to Dort. There's a screen. Here's Holmgren. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
So this is where the freakish length of Rudy Gobert, so effective at reaching in and prying the ball away from the opposition.
Here's Holmgren. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Edwards against Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Conley. Oh, there's the alley. Clock is at 3. Here's McDaniels. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And now a 3-point Timberwolf lead. Williams with the screen. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander sinks the tray. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 now in this quarter. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
Good work there as it goes. He's got 5.
Josh Giddey has the size to absorb contact, doesn't let it phase him, just powers through the shot.
Outside Edwards. On the take. The Thunder pull it in. Dort outside. Giddey into the lane. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Giddey.
Yeah, simple correctly stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
For Minnesota, they've got 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Conley passes to Towns. Now here's Gobert. Crafty move, and Gobert with the stuff.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now here's Towns. 7 points in the game. That shot off. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort for 3. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Pass to Edwards. Inside, here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, Rudy Gobert is in rhythm, and it's not often you see him dominate from the offensive end, but right now he's cooking.
Hey, and they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge, many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look. So the official.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And so it's Rudy Gobert making things happen.
28, the Thunder, 24.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. If you look at Rudy Gobert in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Taking a look at the Thunder. They've got Jeremiah Robinson-Earl, and it's Williams in at the 5. Gobert inside. 2 points. That one goes. Gobert's got 15.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact. What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Wiggins. And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with the young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
Here's Robinson-Earl. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Joe. Tipped. On the wing, Noel. And that one is hammered home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Prince. Pass to Gobert. Here's Alexander Walker. Back to Gobert. Shot clock at 5. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Here's Mann. Robinson Earl down low. Anderson covers. Robinson Earl, no good. Alexander Walker with the bucket. Alexander Walker's got his first basket. The Thunder have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Prince can't hit. The Thunder have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Shot is up. Outside, Williams. Here's Robinson Earl. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Deflects the pass. Puts one up from 19. And it's Noel with a rebound.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Third team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Anderson with a screen on Wiggins.
Oklahoma City foul. Jeremiah Robinson Earl. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
First free throw is good.
And you watch Taurean Prince and how valuable he is to his team for a couple of reasons. Number one, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He defends at a high level, and he can really stretch the floor.
Here's Mann. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Wiggins, right side. Soft touch off the glass.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
1:05 left to play in the third. Here's Noel. On the wing, Noel. And a two-handed jam.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Here's Alexander Walker. Down low. Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The Timberwolves have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Out to the wing. Here's Prince. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Williams. To the inside. It's deflected.
Taurean Prince has the kind of length and speed to close the gap and send it back. What a block.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet. And it's come up big a few times for them.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Now Gilgeous Alexander. Pass to Giddy. Just 5 to shoot. Dort outside. And there's the drive. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. Back to Conley. And there's a pick. And he's going for the oop here. And Edwards slams it in.
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
Gilgeous Alexander from outside. Williams finds Giddy. Outside Gilgeous Alexander. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Towns passes to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
To the middle. The ball's knocked loose. Outside for Dort. Launches it. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
The open shot by Edwards. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got his 3rd assist of the night. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He loves the pressure deep. He told his guys, quote, "We've got them on their heels. They're making mistakes. Do not let them get comfortable. We'll see if they can maintain their disruptive ways down the stretch." Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. Now Gobert. Williams defending. Gobert is doubled. And there's Towns on the assist by Gobert.
Oh, big-time athletic play by Cat right there. Brushes off the contact, gets to his finish. Nicely done.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second team foul.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Gilgeous Alexander from outside. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And a fast break now for the Thunder. Moving it up, out of bounds. The Timberwolves will take it. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. Outside Edwards. Into the lane. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Well, Anthony Edwards has got a well-rounded offensive game. He can put it on the deck and draw contact. Shows you right there.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that stretches their lead to 8. Oklahoma City, they're working against the clock now. Outside Gilgeous Alexander. Williams, a screen on Edwards. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
And here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Edwards with it, and it's Giddy picking him up. Here's Towns, and it's Towns with the power finish.
Towns has a 7'4" wingspan. If he gets off the floor, good night.
From deep, Gilgeous Alexander. He connects. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
Pass to Towns. We've got 33 seconds left in the final quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Towns is screen on Giddey. Edwards can't hit. On offense, here are the Thunder. They're on a 13-5 run. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. Dort for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Right side, Edwards. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
did it with passion.
Absolutely, David. Thanks. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Conley with it. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Murray and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. And it's Porter in at the 3. Here's Towns. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot right now.
Always fun to be on the call for one of these games, Brent. Conference rivals going at it. So much emotion. Teams that are very familiar with each other.
I love it, Kevin, and I'm so happy to be here with you for this one. This is going to be awesome. You don't get a lot of games like this so hyped where the crowd is really into it. So let's move up a little bit and sit on the edge of our seats, should we? And appreciation for Jamal Murray and his athleticism getting all the way up there.
Edwards passes to Towns, and he banks in the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help.
Oh!
Yeah.
What a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Jokic with the screen on Edwards. And there's the pass to Jokic. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Misses the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Murray against Conley. Gordon with the screen from Murray. 6 to shoot. Pulls up, high post. The Nuggets with a new 14. And Jokic throws it down.
And Jokic, I think he thought he was with his brothers, wrestling around in there and bullied his way to grab that rebound.
Edwards with it, out guarded by Murray. And it's Contavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's Minnesota now. Here's Towns. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Improving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Gordon with a screen on Conley. Lob pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Edwards drives in, and he can't jam it through.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again. The one thing about Aaron Gordon that stands out is his insane athleticism. He's capable of some incredible dunks. And because he attacks that rim with such ferocity, it makes it special to see him go to the rim.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
Put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies! Let's hear it for the Jabberwockies!
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. We've seen Gordon compete, Brent, in the dunk contest like you, and there are some who would say he should have won. What about you?
You can make a strong case that he was robbed, and Aaron actually does. But we see that under the legs, leaping over the mascot dunk on so many highlight reels. Just a special athlete, and what a special contest that was.
Gobert with it, out guarded by Murray. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
And it's Murray with the jam.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Towns has got 9.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Here's Murray. The shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. Now here's Edwards. To the middle. Jokic with the steal. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Buries the long-range jumper. Jokic has got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, you want to try to chase him off the arc. If Jokic gets set out there at 3, he can hit him.
Towns, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Edwards, and there's the drive.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that. And Jokic slams it in.
And Murray with an instinctual play there. He has that ability. He can see the play. It evolves, and then he makes a quick decision.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's...
Oh, man. Fans love it. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
And once Edwards gets a step on you, it's likely going to be a bucket or a foul or both.
I think it's pretty clear, Greg, what the goal is for this Denver organization long term.
It's simple, Kevin. Make it to the final. The Nuggets have never been there. They've been close reaching a conference final on more than one occasion. We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Kicks it out to Gordon. It's stolen by Edwards. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Conley's running. Pass to Edwards. And here's Gobert. And foul on the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer to
Taking 2 shots.
the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay,
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Aaron Gordon's getting roughed up in there, and he doesn't mind it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Gordon, no good on the free throw. Well, there's one thing, Greg, that and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some
Previous plays.
personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Gordon, the pass to Murray. 5 on the clock. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Jamal Murray's such a natural scorer, and right now, getting in and finishing on a physical play like that one.
One of the stars of the 2020 bubble playoffs, Jamal Murray.
I mean, remember, he had a 50-point game. Murray averaged over 26 points, helped Denver make it to the Western Conference Finals. We saw Jamal take his game to another level in Orlando.
Gordon against Towns. Down low, Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Jokic kicks to Porter. Outside Gordon. Minnesota with the rebound. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And Edwards drops them both. Nuggets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Jokic with his screen on Conley. From the arc. And again, Denver, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Edwards got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves. Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Long strides from Porter that time, just barreling his way inside.
2 minutes remaining in the half. 2 minutes.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Towns in the corner. Back to Edwards. Inside, stolen by Gordon. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Good job reading the floor. Aaron Gordon's solid at sensing when someone's open.
Edwards against Caldwell Pope. Gobert with a screen on Caldwell Pope. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Edwards. Gobert's got 6. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Porter with the screen for Gordon. With the drive.
Gordon intense going in there on the drive, turning the defense's attempt to slow him down and do a team foul.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Towns, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Back to Murray. Down low. Here's Jokic. No good there. Gobert with the defensive effort. Right side Towns. Outside Edwards. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach half. Thank you, David. We'll be back in.
31. The Nuggets, 32.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
Doing a great job of just setting guys up and demonstrating just how important ball movement can be.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Reggie Jackson. Thomas Bryant is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. Green, the screen. Jackson dishes to Green. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Timberwolves trail. Here's Alexander Walker. Kicks it out to Prince. Pass to Alexander Walker. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Pass to Green. Jackson in the corner. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Jackson's got the lead up to 3 now for Denver. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Anderson passes to Reed. The kick out to Anderson. They set the screen. Back to Reed. Good work defensively by Bryant. Denver leading by 3. Brown the pass to Bryant. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The interior D was there, but Bryant just too big and committed to try to find a way to score.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Time to get hype, fans. It's the First Avenue Breakers. How about you?
For Minnesota, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Kicks it out to Prince. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Jackson passes to Brown. Back to Jackson. The 3. And the 3 ball is good. And it's an 8-point Denver lead.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Brown with it. Guarded now by Prince. Brown kicks to Bryant. Outside, Green. Jackson looking around, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Here's Noel. Can't hit from in close. And here's Denver. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. And finished off by Bryant.
And Bryant, with that kind of positioning, he's going to get the dunk.
Minnesota calls timeout. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Conley against Murray. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Towns. Shoots in deep. Misses off the left iron.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it work.
Oh. Aaron Gordon with the nasty dunk.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Here's Edwards. No good that time. Gordon with the defensive effort. Caldwell Pope on the wing. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kicks to Murray. Outside Porter. Outside Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Conley with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Murray against Towns. Outside Edwards. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. .34 seconds left to play in the third. From deep, Jokic. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his fourth rebound in this one. McDaniels dishes to Towns. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim. He ends a huge run by the Nuggets.
And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
He's got so many tools, and then you forget how good Murray is athletically. Gets up that time.
Here's Towns. And so it's the Denver Nuggets in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer's up. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And here's Conley outside. Nailed from three-point land. Conley's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Gordon the pass to Murray. Three-pointer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 13. It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Murray scanning the floor. Towns with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah. His teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Edwards gets to Conley. Back to Edwards. Clock at 5. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Towns. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his fourth rebound in this one. Outside Porter. Murray outside. Dishes it to Gordon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be a Rudy Gobert.
And it looked like Aaron Gordon faked out the defense just enough to get the contact.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Jamal Murray.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp. And his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions. And boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now. We're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there.
Thank you, David.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
That one, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Denver.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Murray, the pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Denver grabs the miss. At one point, they led by 16. Murray dishes to Gordon. Driving the lane, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Aaron Gordon is one springy dude. When he gets the ball down low, it's hard to stop it.
Outside Edwards. Gobert down low. Jokic defending. Outside Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Towns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
And how about those long strides of Towns? Uses that length so well on these drives to attract contact.
And Towns drops them both. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Gordon. He kicks to Murray. Caldwell Pope against Conley. Jokic with his screen on Conley. Caldwell Pope passes to Jokic. Deep 2 from Murray. And that one hits back iron.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Nuggets.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jamal Murray.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Edwards kicks to Towns. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Caldwell Pope.
And it's the size and mobility of Towns that makes it so hard to deal with, especially when he's looking to score.
And Towns drops them both. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Jokic passes to Gordon. And the pass to Porter. Drives to the hoop. Back to Gordon. And another miss by Denver. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And there's the feed to Edwards. Jokic with the steal. Here's Gordon. Oh, he misses the dunk. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily, David. Thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Barry, Greg Ep.